First of all, we will have a Johnny Wong, manager, software engineering at F5 to talk about software availability and reinventory management made easy through the enterprise support. So, Johnny, your time.
Hi all, this is Johnny, Manager of Solutions Engineering from Nginx. Thanks for having me in API Day Connect 2023 event to share more about open source software challenges, which includes how to enhance the security level, consolidate the management in an effective way. So let's get started. First of all, I will go through various risks in open source software. Nginx actually is one of the famous OSs as well, so giving a brief update on it. As you all may aware that Nginx is a multi-purpose software which support API gateway, reverse proxy, load balancer, etc. I would like to share how can we fortify in OSS, what steps should we take to protect our OSS instances. As we already in second half of 2023, many news and reports are launched to reveal how the first half of 2023. As always, vulnerabilities keep exploited and there are over 12 new widely exploited which affecting many customers. In addition, 38% of them are zero-day attacks. Let me share some examples to you. Whether vulnerabilities on CVSS score are severity high or low, it actually depends on the impact to business and worldwide. So you can see ChatGPT is one of the impactful vulnerabilities in first half. For the rest of vulnerabilities shown which could harmful to your corporate by data exfiltration, gaining access to your internal network, and elevated privileges on your assets. With that, how to mitigate those issues in best effort? When we discuss in the field, we've got these 6 reasons to make OSS to be in a high risk. One of the major risks is about lack of support. You're all probably aware that we can leverage community support only if using our OSS. Even there are several ways to ask for help, but it does not guarantee have a solutions within a proper timeline. That's the key factor if you have any issue and impacting your business. There is no predictable timeline to fix it and bring it back in production. Besides, no assurance for the open source for the complete security development life cycle because it is open code to all and lack of verification. It also comes up another issue about libraries, components brought. Although there is flexibility for you to compile additional libraries, but it is fully customized and no guideline or best practice to integrate together, especially we can see under microservices environment. So, Nginx is a well-known solution in the world and it is OSS in the beginning. Our technology powers over 440 million websites, including 70% of the 10,000 species size. So it's fair to say we have a pretty good understanding of servicing applications. In fact, Nginx is not only adopted as web server, but also on reverse proxy, API gateway, load balancer, you name it. A majority users or developers are still using OSS to implement their projects, but that will raise another problem: inconsistent sources. So let's understand where people get Nginx OSS mostly. Under our estimation, mainly came from 4 areas where it includes Linux distribution, official Nginx OSS builds, third-party packager, and self-compiled from source code. You can see that the majority is from Linux distribution. However, when we step back to observe, many customers may leverage different source and approach in their environment, such as one of the customers told us they will use Linux distribution. Official Nginx OSS builds and self-compile from source code at the same time. How can we manage all those instances effectively and access their security risks regularly? What you might not know is that alongside our open source web server, we have also built an enterprise-grade reverse proxy web server load balancer called Nginx Plus, which comes with additional features, better performance, plus enterprise-grade support. We've extended Nginx Plus with a number of companion products and integrations like Nginx Management Suite, Nginx App Protect in security side, Nginx Ingress controller for Kubernetes, which I'm going to highlight. Okay, that's all we already know Nginx capabilities, but what's the meaning to open source? How can we unleash more capabilities in open source area? How can we have an effective management with all those Nginx instances, no matter it is OSS or Plus? First thing first, you need Troop to support your Nginx instance. Most of us, when using open source software, are being asked any formal support for the software by auditing team. In Nginx, we offer open source subscription or flexible consumption plan which are able to back up and support in case you have any questions or help needed. It is not just about people you can call for help, but also we do provide a formal release regularly with security hotfix, features enhancement, bug fix, etc. to make your life easier. Besides the software itself, there is professional service in Troop to help on design and implement something like complex architecture. After we've got the Troop to support us on base instance, the second step we think about is how can we enhance the services level as well as doing more with less on our investment. That's come out super carrier. Most of you already know Nginx traditional use cases are web server, reverse proxy, and load balancer. All of this comes with a better performance functionalities like TLS offload, rate limiting, or caching under OSS server. However, if you want to expand your use cases and adding security protections, you could consider about Nginx Plus. As you can see, there are lots of extras with Nginx Plus. And I will not go through everyone in detail today, but I'll call out something like health checks, JWT support, and the monitoring capabilities as things that customers tell me they find most useful. It could make them to transform their application delivery to more secure level and provide advanced traffic management as well as the service resilience. Except those functionalities, the common use case to leverage my previous highlights is in API platform. As you know, API gateway is widely used to be a conductor that organizes the requests being processed by the microservices architecture to create a simplified experience for the user. It's a translator, taking a client's many requests and turning them into just one to reduce the number of round trips between the client and applications. An API gateway is exactly like a security guard in an event. You might be asking, what do security guards have to do with APIs? But let's think about the most important capabilities of an API gateway. With an API gateway, you can easily enable first, authentication, allow spectators into the stadium. Second, request the routing, guide the spectators to their respective seats. Third, traffic control, make sure spectators can only move through the allowed paths. And final, exception handling, manage unexpected issues. Those are not the only functions expected out of API gateways these days. API gateways must perform other functions including centralized logging, client authentication, fine-grained access control, load balancing, rate limiting, request routing, TLS termination, just to name a few. For such data processing scenarios, you are better deserved to leverage more granular control beyond OSS. Besides using OSS, you could take our out-of-the-box capabilities on Nginx Plus from different aspects like uptime and availability, scaling, which provides active health checks, high resilience, and real-time monitoring. There are several use cases to improve API workflow as well, performance, as well as the identity management using JWT or WAF under our data plane, providing a supercarrier-grade multi-purpose software to DevOps or DevSecOps teams for their upcoming projects. When you come up in many troops and supercarriers, how to manage and operate together? Definitely, we could make it together as a fleet. As mentioned before, Nginx has OSS paths and different modules. Many customers told us that they are sprawled to make them difficult to manage. It can't maintain the version and availability check on time. Also, it is a manual work to individual team who deployed Nginx. So what can we help to manage better of your Nginx instances? First thing first, we need to have an accurate count and versioning of your Nginx instances. It also provides the healthiness of your fleet. After that, you could deploy or fine-tune your security policy to your Nginx by security monitoring. Thus eliminate the blind spot and rest rapidly file instance management. Regarding of modern applications, the important capabilities is the operation. I'm not saying the traditional one. Since we've got many deployment of Nginx via DevOps development team, they are requiring on automated the workflow or working with their existing CI/CD pipeline. So there are three key factors support on our Nginx fleet management. Our images provides platform embedded or platform agnostic, which able to integrate with, for example, Terraform and Ansible. Also, all of the configuration are stored as tests. It is easy to modify and keep in source control under CI/CD pipeline. Last but not least, API enable less dev people on configuration changes without configuration reload, which means we could minimize the latency during the changes. Given this slide, you may see there are a lot of capabilities on our management suite. Besides what I talked about DevOps friendly, we would like to deliver better experience to use Nginx, whether OSS or Plus. That is security and the configuration management. There are many practical stuff you may leverage. For example, you can check your instances that any CVE availability and outdated information in our portal. Manage your certificate and check when will be expired and then take renewal action. Even if you deploy the WAF functionality, you can have the visibility under security monitoring. Regarding configuration management, you could edit the existing config file or WAF config files. Also, you can apply one config to specific applications across your UAT, development, and the DR environments. Role-based access control is one of the governance criteria on management as well. So let's have a deeper look and feel of how we can make it done easily. As spoken before, you could start and regular check which initialize the scanning in your environment. After that, we could identify what are your Nginx instance type and getting the version and CVE list under the management portal. In configuration management, we have a built-in editor having the analyzer function for finding errors. And other good features is about tagging and categorize your instance that assigned to corresponding team or individual to manage their instances accordingly. On shard management, we could provide a scan rush without an agent and can use expired dates or updates to limit results. Run on demand or through a curl or API call will return any certificates using HTTPS on the port specified. You can easily to create and upload your cert in the follow-up simple clicks. In November 2022, we released the security monitoring module as part of the Nginx management suite as an out-of-the-box tool from Nginx, especially designed for the SecOps users and teams that are managing Nginx App Protect WAF. This module provides centralized visibility across the various Nginx App Protect WAF instances and multiple applications. It also provides curated insights specifically related to Nginx App Protect WAF and threats it is seeing in order for the user to do more detailed analysis. There is also the ability to drill down for further insights about bot-related threats to see what is happening with bots that are making requests to the WAFs. With the security monitoring module, SecOps and security teams can use our dashboards to quickly see top violations, bot attacks, signatures, attacked instance, CVEs, and threat campaigns triggered per application or in aggregate, filter across various security log parameters for more detailed analysis. Make tuning decisions with insight into signature trigger events, including information about accuracy, level of risk, and what part of the request payload trigger signatures for enforcement. Discover top attacks actors with client IP addresses, geolocations vectors, and attack targets per application or in aggregate. And finally, we can see WAF events with details about requests and violations, searchable by request identifiers and other metrics logged by Nginx App Protect WAF. Follow from the previous slide, you can use the security monitoring module to get curated insights on Nginx App Protect WAF. We also open it to share the matrix for further investigation and analytics to other platforms like Grafana, which are able to have a holistic view not only on Nginx but also on your other applications. To round up, as I mentioned, how to make your life easier by enterprise support. First, you need a group which are trusted advisor and understand the regulatory requirements to back you up. Second, enrich the use cases and expand the functionalities and capabilities in case you know the business requirements are changing rapidly. Third, you need a platform to manage it simply on what you have, especially how to administrate multiple super carrier in your feed. All of about F5 definitely could help to making your life easier, not only on API, but also on other different areas. So let's get on the ride and feel the power of Nginx. Thanks for your time, and that's all of my presentation. Please kindly follow our YouTube channel in caption to check F5 update regularly. Hope to see you all soon. Goodbye.
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, he mentioned about the importance of the enterprise support. And the next one will be Jeremy. He is the founder and CEO at FileTel.
The API Connect Hong Kong 2023 conference is powered by bNovelty Limited. Check out more API-related education content on bnovelty.com or apidays.hk for more information.